So we got a problem, guys. This problem has been a problem that I've been noticing over the past 12 months or so. And it's something that I wanted to kind of address because I feel like a lot of people can capitalize on this because I have been capitalizing on it. And I think that people can make a lot of money. So make sure you watch until the end of this video so you can really understand this problem and how you can make some money from this issue that I've been seeing. So I've noticed cars that were manufactured after 2018 or so, 2018 were manufactured with much more fragile windshields than before. This creates a large problem for owners of these vehicles, but a huge opportunity for businesses like mine. So what problem is this, you might be asking? Well, this right here is a picture of a rock chip on a windshield, and that's the problem. These cars, these newer cars, 2018 and above, even 2017, 2016, even older cars like that, but for the most part, newer cars are having this issue. They're getting rock chips much more often. And I'm saying this because I've been seeing it every single day. Now, what is rock chip repair, right? So basically what rock chip repair is we turn a rock chip that looks like this right on the top photo, and we turn it into something that looks like that right down there on the bottom photo. Now, they don't necessarily disappear, but they do look a lot better, obviously. And that's kind of what rock chip repair is. You're basically improving the structural integrity of the windshield. You're also improving the visual appearance of the windshield, as you can see. But the main purpose of windshield repair is to prevent that chip from spreading out and turning into a bigger crack. So that's kind of what it is basically turning it from a rock chip to a very minimal scar on the windshield, preventing it from getting worse, and preventing that customer from having to replace that windshield. So here's a couple of the jobs that I've been doing over the past, couple months or so. And all of these are newer cars. Right here on the left, you got a brand new Tesla. I just did this the other day. You got a brand new Rivian right here in the middle. That's a super expensive windshield. I can guarantee that. You got a brand new Range Rover. This is a 2024 Range Rover that I did for a guy that got a rock chip right when he got the car. Here's a couple more. We got a brand new Escalade right here on the left. We got another Rivian right here. And then we got a brand new 2024 Corolla. So you can kind of guess, there's a lot of different cars that are getting these rock chips, and for the most part, a lot of these newer cars are getting them much more often. So why do we want to repair these rock chips, right? I kind of explained it before, but essentially we want to repair them because we don't want to have to, or we don't want our customers to have to replace their windshield. So here's a little article, quick fact about windshield replacement. Advanced tech in newer model cars makes windshield replacement much more expensive. What was once a routine repair can now exceed $1,000, and I've seen upwards of $1,000. I've seen $1,000. I've seen $2,000. I've seen $3,000. I've even seen $7,000 on a lot of the higher end, more expensive cars. Aligning cameras and sensors add to the bottom line cost. So that's the reason why they're so expensive, right? You're not just replacing the windshield. You're not just buying a new windshield, paying for labor to do it, but you're also having to recalibrate all the sensors. A lot of these newer cars have all of the sensors that go through the windshield. They have lane assist, they got heads-up display, they got rain sensors, they got all the technology that goes through the windshield. And when you replace that windshield, you got to recalibrate all of that stuff. So that's the reason why it gets so expensive. You replace the glass, you have to buy the glass, you got to pay someone to put the glass in, take your old glass out, put the new glass in, but you also have to pay someone to recalibrate all those sensors. So that's the reason why it gets so expensive. So here's another article, replacing a car windshield. On older vehicles, when it comes to windshield replacement, it typically much cheaper in an older car versus a newer one, right? So a lot of the older cars are a lot cheaper. There's used to be those days where you can just go replace a windshield for a couple $100 and you call it done, right? If you're getting a typical windshield for an average older vehicle with little to no technology add-ons, you can expect to pay at least in the range of $300 to $600 if you don't use insurance, right? It typically costs more for a luxury vehicle, so that's kind of common knowledge, right? You spend a couple $100 to replace the glass, and if you have a luxury vehicle, usually it's a little bit more expensive, kind of like on all cars, on all parts on all cars. But on newer cars, replacing windshield on new cars is more complex. The ADAS technology that connects to the windshield can substantially increase the repair cost due to things like recalibration of sensors and more. This also applies to electric cars. Right here, replacement costs can exceed $1,000. So like I said before, it can be more than $1,000. It could be about $1,000, but you're looking at in the $1,000 range, in the thousands of dollar range to replace a windshield on a lot of these newer cars with all of the new technology that runs through them. So what if customers don't want to pay $100 to repair a rock chip, right? So you give them a quote, they reach out to you, you give them a quote for $100 to repair the rock chip that they have, and they don't want to do it, right? Some people are like that. Some people just don't want to spend any money on repairing their rock chip because maybe they think, oh, it won't spread. A rock chip, I'll probably have it for a long time. It won't expand. I don't think it'll expand. And maybe if it does expand, I'll just replace the windshield. But then they don't realize that they have, a $1,500 windshield. So what if they don't want to pay you to repair the rock chip? Well, we got another option for them. So we actually can repair rock chips through insurance companies. So does insurance cover windshield damage? Here's another article, pretty much says, in some cases, your insurance policy will cover repairs to a cracked windshield. However, it depends on which type of insurance coverage you carry. Comprehensive insurance will likely cover any windshield damage that does not come from an accident, such as falling debris, a rock hitting your car on the highway, or even hitting a deer. Collision insurance should cover the damage if the windshield gets cracked or destroyed during a car accident. So this is basically saying that if a customer has comprehensive insurance, then the comprehensive plan will actually cover rock chip repair at no cost to the customer. So if you do rock chip repair and you're set up with insurance companies, you can actually just bill the insurance company, get paid for that rock chip repair, and your customer doesn't have to pay anything out of pocket. So that goes back to the question, if customers don't want to pay you $100 out of pocket to replace or to repair that rock chip, then you could just work through their insurance company, because most cases, if they do have a brand new car, they most likely have insurance coverage that will cover the rock chip repair. So here's a little rundown, kind of what we talked about, right? So customer gets a rock chip on their brand new car. They just got a new car. They get a rock chip on it, and they reach out to you to get a quote, right? You give them a quote. They can say yes, then you make some money. If they say no, then you can go through their insurance policy or see if they have an insurance policy to actually cover rock chip repair, and then that leads to money. So if you're a business that's doing rock chip repair, you can make, money doing this a few different ways. You can either, get money from the customer straight out of pocket. They could pay you out of pocket, or you can work through their insurance company, and their insurance company will pay you to do the repair, and the customer doesn't have to pay anything out of pocket. So this framework has made me almost $500,000 just repairing these stupid little rock chips that pretty much everyone gets, and I really think that you can do this as well. So if you want help, reach out to me on Instagram. I have a lot of information on Instagram that talks about windshield repair, and you want to get more information just about this business in general, go check out my Instagram. I have a lot of content on there that talks about windshield repair, and it'll just give you a better understanding of the business. Reach out to me too. Send me a DM. I'm more than happy to help you out, give you some insights. And if you want to start a business like this, I definitely think you can make a lot of money doing so. So go ahead, like this video, comment down below your thoughts on this, what you think about, newer cars nowadays. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.